Hi all! I'm joined by the absolutely fabulous stylist Anna Trevelyan, and we've just come out of the Ryan Lowe show, if you can't tell by Anna's amazing outfit, and really exciting this season. I thought it was such an amazing move from last season. Last season for me felt a little like really light and lovely, and it was kind of Ryan's character falling in love and getting married and big wonderful Stephen Jones hats, and this felt a bit darker, wouldn't you agree?
It was a little morbid in a fabulous way. It was a little dark.
Yeah, it was.
Like they were like traumatized after the wedding. Maybe it wasn't quite what they expected it to be.
The wedding went awry. No, I think it was definitely lots of dark. They were pushing prams, so obviously the wedding went slightly well because there's some babies on the way for these characters of Ryan's. But
the prams were like black,
yes,
filled with black roses.
Oh, true.
Little funeral-esque. There was a definite wedding funeral vibe.
Yes. Actually, that's true. It felt like an occasion, but you're not sure whether it was joyous or negative. Like the rose petals on the floor.
Yeah.
Not rose petals, they were petals of some kind. It feels a bit funeral-y, actually, now that you mentioned it. But Stephen Jones' hat's back as well. Amazing,
so
giant.
I love those hats.
You look so good in them.
I love the earmuffs.
Earmuffs, also
gigantic
Stephen Jones.
Earmuffs.
Those were marabou as well, so really beautiful textures, and actually textures were really beautiful here. I'm sure you'll back me up on this, Anna. But the real strength for me was to play with delicate and sturdy, so real sturdy coats and sturdy skirts with these kind of pumpkin flower intarsia in them. And the pumpkin's actually a recurring theme for Ryan. Back when he did a show at Sketch, there were lots of really cute pumpkins. And then mixed with this lightness of really lovely loose knits and light kind of shoulder pieces, and just a general lightness, but then mixed with this real dark somberness too. So lots going on.
They were like little Victorian dolls to me.
They were.
They looked a little bit frightened, like they were picked up by a child in their like outfit. Like, it was so cute. The dresses were so pretty.
The dresses were stunning.
I loved
actually
it, especially the finale dress. I love a pink tutu. So
really, Anna, I couldn't tell. Yeah, I think
pretty.
I imagine from a styling perspective, this is a dream.
It was also quite sexy, that last dress, which I wouldn't always say of like Ryan's dresses, but this one was really sexy. It was like kind of sheer on the top, and then just like these gigantic roses covering the boobs.
Yeah.
And then it was like kind of big sheer panels and like exposed belly and stuff.
And actually it's funny you mention that, because I think a lot of it was sheer. There are lots and lots of sheers, and there was a real sexiness to it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking in my head when I was watching some of the models walk, they'd been purposefully put in big pink lace knickers so that you could see it through, and I thought that was a little bit sexy. So there's lots of stuff going on here. Slightly morbid, slightly sexy, slightly optimistic, but slightly negative at the same time. But altogether beautiful.
Representative of the world right now.
Yes, for sure.
Confusing.
Confusing.
But well, the world is confusing. I don't know if Ryan Lowe is confusing.
I think Ryan Lowe is hiding from the chaos in this.
Yeah.
In the beauty
giving
of
us
this.
something beautiful to look at, but reminding us of morbidity. Is that a word? I just created?
It is now. And for sure there was lots of really beautiful references. There's one mentioned, Lady Oscar from the Japanese manga.
Oh my god, like Rose of Versailles!
Yes,
I
really
love that
manga.
Wow.
And that kind of feeds into this whole, like, yeah, of course you can, really regal theme that we had going on with, to open Ryan's join, Ryan put a woman and a man next to each other with a pram, and they're both this kind of really wonderful, over the top, regal, pompous, blue collar couple. And actually that was quite a theme throughout the collection as well. This real regal, very rich, very Versailles, very glamorous. So while they're escaping the chaos in this absolute palace of luxury.
I love Susie's ending to the writing when she said, "From last season's nuptials with a knight in shining armour comes the inevitable new life, as symbolised by 3 prim and proper prams, courtesy of Silver Cross, the royal family's baby vehicle of choice. Too push to push? Never." That's so cute.
It's so fun. And also I should show you the invite, which is really sweet and just fantastically Ryan. And actually there's something really refreshing that Ryan every season is quintessentially kind of saccharine and sweet and pink, and it's unabashedly so. There's no kind kind of
There's
shame in
no
it.
shame in pink.
So there's no shame in pink. That is for sure.
It's the best.
Yes. But I'm interested to know your opinion on kind of from a styling perspective, because there's so many layers to all the wonderful clothes.
Well, I love how it's styled, and I love using it in my styling.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of Ryan because, well, I love maximalism, and I love like pretty dresses and flouncy dresses, and it's something that you don't always wear, you know, on a day-to-day basis, but I collect a lot of them. I just think it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of like dressing up my dolls. It was my fantasy when I was a little girl, you know. But that's not always necessarily my style or aesthetic, but it's part of me that I really enjoy playing with. So I really appreciate Ryan for that.
I think you're probably right.
Eccentricity and love of pink and frou-frou-ness.
I think you're probably right when you say there's that fantasy that you like. It taps into like the inner child in everyone, and I don't mean that Ryan's designs are childish. I just mean you do want to play in them and you want to feel fantastic.
Yeah, it's like your child fantasy. And like, all my dolls were dressed in like big pink dresses when I was a little girl. My favourite dress when I was a little girl was actually looked pretty much like this, but it was more like sheer with pink roses on it, and I'll never forget that dress. I was obsessed with it.
And Ryan kind of triggers those memories.
Yeah, it's like that for me.
Yeah, for sure. But actually, when we're saying there's these dress-up elements, I do think there was quite a lot of really like day wear, as like flamboyant and wonderfully like regal as everything was. I do think there's a few like little elements that I'd love to wear in the day, like some of the knitted vests and some of the like big stiff A-line skirts. I would really like. I'd love that with sneakers. I think that'd be so cute.
And I love the knitted like poncho things, the glittery knit ponchos.
Yeah, the more we talk, the more amazing kind of details there are in the collection. There's so much to talk about, so much to unpick. But I think we can say a really beautiful collection for Ryan. Would you agree?
Definitely. I loved it. It was so fun, and he always puts on a nice show and puts it in a beautiful venue.
Yeah,
so it's inspiring to see things in context rather than just on a white catwalk.
Absolutely, I could not agree more. I should mention that the location was the Dutch Hall, so again really grand fitting with this whole kind of queen and king of manga situation, which was like really impressive.
I love the Rose of Versailles. Everyone should check that out.
Yeah, please do.
We both have a love of anime as well, so
yeah,
it's kind of a kindred spirits.
Well, thank you guys for watching. That's our little review of Ryan Lowe. We'll be doing lots more live reviews on the go, so make sure you subscribe to YouTube to keep up to date with all of them. And thank you, Anna, so much for coming on. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Total pleasure, and I got a free ride home. Or a free ride back to my working studio. So thanks.
Bye, guys.